Alright, better put on these gloves. Here is 2. Alright, well, first time to use these gloves. Alright, we're ready to go. Hey everyone, thanks for coming back for another video today. Today we are going to be looking at the 3rd season Summer Miku that came out 2 months ago. She's been sitting on our shelf waiting to come out, so finally time to get her open. But first, let's take a look at the box. So as we can see in the top left corner, we have our Hatsune Miku logo. Over here we have our title and Jaya Prize logos. And then we have Miku taking up the whole front of the box. This is very, very pretty, and I'm hoping the figure looks just like this, because this is a nice look for Miku. We also have the Hatsune Miku figure 3rd season summer version down here. And again, this is the first release. They might release an alternative color for this, like they did with previous summer or seasonal variants, so we will wait and see. On the side over here, we have another image of Miku, kind of behind the first image from over here. We can see that she's got her inflatable ring and everything here, so that's going to be interesting to see. Again, nice little design there. On the other side, we can see the alternative front. Again, we have the same information that we've seen already, and we have the Miku figure in kind of a full kind of shot here. But we also have this beautiful piece of art here, which actually really nicely matches this figure. They actually look very similar, unlike a lot of the figures that we've unboxed before. And the artist for this, if we have a look over here, we can see the art is by Saitom. So please do go check out their Twitter. I will try and find a link that we can connect to here. So have a look at the bottom, search that, and I'm sure you will find some beautiful art by this person. But then also on this side, we just have a shot of Miku from behind with some lovely waves splashing in the background. So yeah, that's the sides of the box. On the top, we just have a very, very direct 3rd season summer version. And on the bottom, the same, just different colors. So let's open her up. Okay, and in with our knife. So yes, we bought this figure on Amazon. She was about 2,000 yen, so that's 20 bucks or 15 pounds in the UK. So yeah, I think actually now she's a little bit cheaper. You can find her for a little bit less. So definitely do look around. Inside, oh, it's all plastic. Here we go. All right, let's have a look. Ta-da! Oh, lots of pieces. Oh. Wow, wearing these gloves, this is really slippery. It's my first time to use these in a video, so this is going to be interesting. Alright, give me a moment. I want to unpackage this, so I'll be with you in a second. Okay, our stand. And here is our stand. And this is, again, a beautiful stand. This is a lovely, nice see-through kind of blue color. We have a nice slant to the edge. It's actually pretty small. This stand here. And there's some beautiful patterns going around the outside. There's some ribbons, sun, shells, all nice kind of summer motifs. We can also see there are 2 holes here for her foot, if we can focus on the camera. And then up here, maybe you cannot see, but it also says again, art by, what does that say? I can't read. Saitom, there we go, Saitom. And then the Crypto and Future Media Inc. So all the information's there. But yeah, it's a nice stand. These themed figures, these themed Mikus always have nice kind of themed stands, so I'm glad that they're keeping to this. But anyway, stand. And onto our Miku figure herself. And wow, this is a very pretty looking Miku. Again, even without her hair, she still looks beautiful. But we do need to put in her very unique and very pretty looking hair. So over here, we just have this big gaping hole, which is kind of gross. So we're just gonna squeeze this in. And you'll hear that's quite a tight fit. So yeah. Quite happy with that. Hopefully it won't fall out. And then over here we have a bit of a kind of Tetris block shape, and again hopefully this will squeeze in. It's more difficult to do wearing these gloves, but hopefully we can get that in like so. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and I think I've broken it. Oh. What's going on there? Oh, we're gonna have to have a look into that in a second. But there we go. There is the Miku with her hair. So let's start by looking at her face. So as we can see, she has these beautiful, beautiful dark blue eyes. These are very, very pretty, probably to mimic the nice ocean theme we have going on. We can see that her nose does stick out a little bit there, and her mouth is literally just a pink line painted on, so less detailed than a lot of the figures we've opened recently. Her hair also comes down with a solid piece in the middle and a few pieces down the side, and there's not really much shading or much detail going on here, so it's just a plain plastic. We can also see that there is a line at the side of her head, which is where the front of her hair has been connected to her head. We can also see there is also one little piece of hair sticking up here, which is quite sharp, even with these gloves on, so do be careful of that. And the hair is nicely parted at the back, so it's very pretty. We can also see that she has sunglasses on her head, and these have a nice kind of purple rim to them, and actually they have a see-through kind of glittery lens to them, so that's a nice little addition. But maybe you saw already, when I put in the hair, kind of broke it a little bit. So the connections to the head are very, very weak. So, piece of advice, when you're putting in the hair, be careful, this might break. But besides this small little problem, we can also see that her hair comes down in two very nice long strands, and this goes from a more turquoisey blue colour into a very nice clear lime green. This is beautiful, and I love this crystal effect, it's so pretty. And this goes very nicely with this jacket colour, so we'll come to this in a second. But that comes down with one kind of extra strand on the side, again extremely sharp, so please do be careful. And that's the same over here with a few more separate strands coming off, so very, very pretty hair. But that's basically her head. Let's move down the body. So moving down her body, we can see she's wearing a pink bikini top and pink bikini bottoms. The bikini top itself is extremely small, so I guess there's not really too much to cover up. It does have this kind of clearer plastic on the top here. These are supposed to be more kind of see-through frills on the figure. And she also has a nice kind of strap going around the back, which is looped all the way around her neck and around to the bottom. We also have a bow tie here in the middle, so this is where her bikini would be tied together. She also has this very plasticky looking kind of, what do we call this, like a lime green? Like a bright, greeny yellow? But anyway, it's got this very plasticky filled jacket to it, and even though the folds on here look quite nice, this looks very cheap. So it's kind of disappointing, as the rest of the figure actually looks quite nice. So yeah. Now maybe in reality these jackets are plasticky, I have no idea, but this is just a little bit of a disappointment. They do have this blue line going around the outside, and you can also see that the zipper is also nicely detailed in there with a bit of texture. She also has pockets here, even the hood at the back, which you can kind of see on this side. This has a nice dip going in and a nice blue kind of outline to it. But overall, that jacket is a little bit disappointing, so that's a shame. And we can also see that her hand up the top here, we've already talked about the glasses. This is pinching onto the glasses themselves, so it should be holding them. Again, it's a very, very loose connection from the index finger to the glasses, so please do be careful. And we can see there's not really much detail in terms of nails on this figure, but the fingers have been separated, so that's kind of cool too. But as we can see over here on this arm, she has this life ring in her arm. So she has this, what do you call this, a rubber ring? I haven't used one for a while, I haven't been out for a while really. But this has Miku written on here in a lime green, and this is a nice kind of clear plastic with a lighter blue at the top and a more purpley blue at the bottom. Unfortunately, it's not rubber, so it's not inflatable, it is just solid plastic, but again, it's kind of cool. This does move a tiny bit, so you possibly could rotate it with a bit of force. I don't recommend that, but you could do that. And again, there's a nice kind of polka dot pattern going around the outside, so yeah, it's pretty funky. So yeah, it's kind of cool. And then moving down her body again, you can see that her bikini bottoms here have the same kind of plasticky frill as we saw at the top here. Same with this little strap around the top of her leg over here. Again, don't know why that's there. What is that even supporting? But these are pink and they go all the way around to the back side. Very, very shiny. So not a ton of detail. But looks kind of cool. Looks kind of cool. One thing I am a bit unsure about are these blue lines. There's a blue line going around the back here, and that doesn't really connect to anything at the back. And also we have these blue lines going down here into her pants. And it seems to be going down into her ass crack here as well, so I don't know, is she wearing a thong or a G-string? Like, what is she wearing under there? Curious, curious. Oh, I didn't point this out, but actually her butt kind of sticks out a little bit from these pants too, so there is a bit of a fold there at the back. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then finally moving down her legs, we can see that these go down with a little bit of a bend in the leg here, and then also a bigger bend here, kind of as if she is kicking up. Again, these are just very shiny plastic, not tons of detail going on there. And then we have these little sandals. Now she has a nice little strap on her ankle. Again, this has a clearer plastic with a bit of a ribbon sticking out and a nice pink bit going around. And then also we have the feet themselves with a tiny bit of detail to them. And these sandals have a nice kind of strap with a lighter and darker pink connecting it. Okay, so that is the Miku figure herself. Let's get her in her stand. And here she is in her stand. And you know what? This is not a bad figure. I'd probably give this a 5 out of 10. The jacket cheapness just doesn't really suit this at all. It's a prize figure, I don't know what I'm expecting, but yeah, it's not the best. Also these glasses with a little bit of a flimsy bit of connectedness to this head. It's kind of upsetting, so that's a bit of a shame. But other than that, everything else looks quite nice. So yeah, pretty summer Miku. Alright, let's give you all a few pretty shots of this figure. So, let's take a look. Okay, and time to find you some room on the shelf. Let's go for a quick walk. So she's going to go over here, back on the original shelf, near the Rascal figure that we opened recently. And again, this isn't a bad figure. It's okay. Again, it's kind of a shame about this kind of plasticky jacket we have going on here. But other than that, she's kind of cute. I mean, when isn't Miku cute? But thanks again for tuning in today. If you enjoyed today's video, please do give us a like. Please subscribe for many more anime figure openings coming soon. And I'll see you in a video coming, very, very soon. Okay, bye!